Ever stand up from a chair and feel your legs just aren't as strong as they used to be? After 60, muscle loss speeds up, and the protein that once kept you strong doesn't work the same way anymore. That's why I'm such a fan of spirulina, a deep green superfood with over 5 times the protein density of eggs. But the real secret isn't just eating it. It's how and when you take it that makes the difference between slowly getting weaker or walking strong for decades. Many older adults eat plenty of protein, yet still lose strength month after month. It's not because you're lazy, it's because your body develops anabolic resistance, making it harder to use the protein you eat. Spirulina can help change that. Research shows it delivers complete, easily absorbed amino acids plus anti-inflammatory compounds that fight inflammaging, one of the hidden drivers of muscle decline. In a moment, I'll show you exactly why spirulina works better than eggs after 60, and the simple way to add it to your day so your muscles stay strong and your balance steady. Spirulina, the protein powerhouse that outpaces eggs. After 60, every gram of protein matters. But not all protein works the same for your body anymore. One of the most powerful I've ever seen in my 25 years working with seniors is spirulina, a deep green algae powder often called nature's protein concentrate. Gram for gram, it delivers 65 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's more than 5 times the protein density of eggs. For a food that takes up so little space, it's remarkably dense in what your muscles crave. And spirulina isn't just about numbers. A 2025 review in Frontiers in Nutrition found its amino acids are in a form your body can absorb almost immediately, even if your digestion isn't what it used to be. It also contains phycocyanin, a natural compound that helps calm the low-grade inflammation, sometimes called inflammaging, that silently eats away at muscle tissue over the years. Why is that so important? After 60, many people face what's called anabolic resistance. Your muscles don't use protein as efficiently, meaning you can eat plenty and still lose strength. Picture your muscle cells like a fireplace. In your younger years, you could throw in whole logs and they'd catch easily. Now, you need pre-chopped kindling that burns right away. Spirulina is that kindling. Frank, one of my patients in his early 70s, was skeptical, but he agreed to try adding just 2 grams of spirulina to his morning smoothie. Nothing else in his routine changed. Within 8 weeks, he could walk up the steep hill to his mailbox without stopping to catch his breath. His wife noticed he was standing taller, and even his grip felt stronger when he shook my hand. And here's the thing, simply taking spirulina isn't enough. The way you time, it can make all the difference. The timing trick that makes protein. Work harder. After 60. When it comes to protein after 60, when you take it can be just as important as how much you take. Most people pack most of their protein into dinner. It feels natural, big meal at the end of the day. But here's the problem. Your body can only use so much at once. The rest? It's either burned for energy or stored instead of going to your muscles where it's needed most. A 2023 study in clinical nutrition followed older adults who spread their protein evenly across 3 meals, roughly 25 to 35 grams per meal, instead of front-loading it at night. The result? Significantly higher muscle protein synthesis and better overall strength, even without changing their total daily protein intake. So, what does this mean for you? It means that first meal of the day is prime real estate for muscle protection. That's where spirulina shines. Because it's already in a pre-digested form, taking it in the morning gives your muscles instant access to amino acids when they've gone the whole night without fuel. Think of it like refueling your car before a long drive. You wouldn't wait until the tank is almost empty halfway through the trip. You top it off before you start. One of my clients, Jim, 69, began adding spirulina to his breakfast yogurt alongside a boiled egg and a sprinkle of hemp seeds. 3 months later, his leg press numbers at the gym were up 15%, and he said he no longer felt that afternoon slump that used to hit like clockwork. So, here's your simple move. Make sure your first meal of the day contains a solid protein source, and give spirulina the front row seat, because the earlier you fuel your muscles, the stronger they can carry you through the rest of the day. The fermentation advantage, tempeh. Now, spirulina may be the heavyweight in protein density, but it's not the only food that can give your muscles an edge. The next one comes from a tradition that's been fueling strength in parts of Asia for centuries, tempeh. Tempeh is made from soybeans that have been naturally fermented. As we age, stomach acid levels drop, and our digestive enzymes slow down. That means protein from steak or chicken can take longer to break apart, and sometimes we don't absorb as much as we think we are. Fermentation is like having a friend pre-cut your firewood before you even pick up the axe. It breaks proteins into smaller, more digestible units called peptides. Those peptides are easier for your body to absorb and put to work repairing muscle fibers. A 2024 meta-analysis in the Journal of Geriatric Nutrition found that older adults who regularly ate fermented soy products had better muscle retention and lower inflammation markers than those who relied on non-fermented sources. One of my patients, Maria, 72, was hesitant to try tempeh. She thought it would taste bland. But we showed her how to marinate thin slices in a little olive oil, garlic, and herbs, then pan-sear until golden. She started having 100 grams of tempeh at lunch 2 or 3 times a week. Within 2 months, she noticed her post-meal energy was higher, and her afternoon walks felt easier on her knees. And here's something most people don't realize. Pairing fermented proteins like tempeh with anti-inflammatory foods can amplify the benefits for aging muscles. We'll talk about one of those perfect pairings next. A tiny seed that's a powerhouse in its own right. Hemp seeds, small but mighty. They may look unassuming, but these tiny seeds pack a punch that your muscles will notice. I'm talking about hemp seeds. Each tablespoon is loaded with complete protein, all the essential amino acids your body needs to repair and build muscle. In fact, per 100 grams, hemp seeds deliver about 31 grams of protein. That's more than 1.5 times what you'd get from eggs. But what makes hemp seeds special for people over 60 isn't just the protein. They're also rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which help calm muscle-damaging inflammation and improve circulation. Better circulation means more oxygen, and nutrients can actually get to your muscle fibers when you need them. A 2024 review in the Journal of Plant-Based Nutrition found that older adults who included hemp seeds in their daily diet had less post-exercise soreness and better recovery times. That's crucial because soreness often discourages people from staying active, and once activity drops, muscle loss speeds up. Think of hemp seeds as tiny capsules, each one filled with a complete muscle support package. Protein for rebuilding, healthy fats for reducing inflammation, and minerals like magnesium for proper muscle contraction. Laura, 66, started sprinkling 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds over her morning oatmeal. Within a few weeks, she noticed her legs didn't feel as heavy after her daily walks, and she wasn't waking up stiff the next morning. She even said her joints just felt younger. They're easy to use. Toss them on salads, blend into smoothies, or stir into yogurt. No cooking, no prep, just a simple upgrade you can make in seconds. And when you combine hemp seeds with the other foods we've talked about today, you create a daily protein routine that works with your body, not against it. But before we wrap up, there's one belief I want to challenge. Because most people still think eggs are the gold standard for protein after 60. Let's set the record straight. Eggs are the gold standard for protein after 60. For decades, we've been told one thing. Eggs are the gold standard for protein. And yes, eggs are a high-quality protein source. They're complete, affordable, and easy to prepare. But here's what most people don't realize. There are other foods that deliver more protein per gram, and in a form that can actually be easier for an older body to use. Take spirulina, over 5 times the protein density of eggs, or hemp seeds, 1.5 times the protein, plus anti-inflammatory fats, or tempeh, fermented so the amino acids are more available for absorption. A 2024 meta-analysis in Frontiers in Nutrition compared animal and plant proteins in adults over 60. The researchers found that leucine-rich plant proteins preserved muscle mass just as effectively, and, in some cases, more effectively, than traditional animal sources. Why? Because as we age, digestion and protein metabolism change. A softer, pre-digested, or highly bioavailable protein can sometimes give you more usable nutrition than a dense, harder-to-break-down source like meat or eggs. It's not about replacing eggs entirely. It's about expanding your protein toolbox, using foods that fit the way your body works now, not the way it worked decades ago. When you think beyond just one gold standard, you give yourself more ways to protect your strength, support your balance, and stay independent well into your 70s and beyond. When you think about it, muscle isn't just about strength. It's about freedom. The freedom to carry your groceries, the freedom to climb the stairs without thinking, the freedom to get down on the floor with your grandkids and get back up without help. Every bite of protein you choose is an investment in those freedoms. Spirulina, tempeh, hemp seeds, they're not magic bullets, but when you use them consistently, in the right amounts and at the right times, you give your body the tools it needs to keep you moving confidently through the years ahead. So, here's my invitation. Take one idea from today's video and make it yours this week. Add a scoop of spirulina to your breakfast. Try a tempeh stir-fry for lunch. Sprinkle hemp seeds on your salad. And then come back and tell me, what changes did you notice? Share your experience in the comments. You might just inspire someone else to take their first step towards stronger muscles. If this video helped you, tap the like button. It helps this information reach more people who need it. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more senior-focused nutrition and fitness strategies. Because your future self will thank you for the choices you make today.